Hi everybody. I kind of wanted to share Hades' story. He's a midnight placat male beta. Um, so before we get to the actual video showing his progress, I kind of would like to add a trigger warning, as some of the video or the footage and photos included are pretty graphic and they're kind of hard to look at considering the condition he was in. He had a severe case of popeye where his eyes were he looked like a telescope goldfish. Or whatever they're called. I'm probably getting that wrong. His eyes were bulging out of his head. He kind of looked like one of those telescope-eyed goldfish. And he had like bags of blood hanging on his eyes, and he just looked terrible. I thought he was going to die. To my surprise, he didn't. As you can see, he's right there, just exploring. He did lose his eyesight from the experience, obviously. There was no way I was going to save his sight. I didn't think I was going to save it, but surprisingly, none of his eyes fell out. So there's that. So a little story prior to that. I had gone to Petco to get a heater for my 55-gallon tank. And naturally, I always go look at the betta fish because I used to keep bettas. Like, I was obsessed with them back in the day. And I had just gotten back into fish keeping. So I had gone to get a heater. I had gone to get a heater for my 55-gallon tank. And some other things because I was setting up another 10-gallon for feeders and all this other stuff. And when I went to look at the bettas, I saw Hades on the top shelf, kind of hidden away. You could see the top of the cup. I'm like, okay, what's this? Like, I wanted to see what it was and what this guy looked like. And when I grabbed the cup, I was appalled. His water was dirty. I guess someone tucked him away hoping he would die and then they wouldn't have to deal with it. I don't know. It's not an issue now. He's fine now. He's in a heated, filtered 3-gallon. I believe this is a 3-gallon tank. I actually don't have much information, but filling it for my 2.5 hospital, it kind of, amounted to like 3 gallons or so. But anyway, yeah, I grabbed his cup. I'm like, what the hell? And then I walked around with him at the store for like 20 minutes because I couldn't figure out if I should take him home or not. And the only issue with that being is I already had a betta that I had planned on getting, I planned this betta before him. I planned that betta. So I had a tank for that specific betta. I didn't have any other setups at the time. So I couldn't just throw my other betta somewhere else. So I walked around the store contemplating whether I should get this fish or not. I had my boyfriend with me. I asked him, like, should I do it, Dustin? Like, I wasn't sure if I should do it because at the time I didn't have an extra setup. I was in the process of getting another small tank. I didn't have that much money, so I couldn't just go up and buy another tank and set that one up as a quarantine or a hospital tank, whatever. So he was like, do what you got to do. I'm like, that doesn't help me. This doesn't help me figure out what I need to do for him. So walked around the store for 20 minutes, holding this betta in this cup. I'm like, okay, just kind of looking at him. He's breathing really heavy, and he just looked really bad. I thought he was going to die. So I grabbed everything I needed, and I'm like, you know what? I'll figure it out when I get home. I'm going to take him home because I just didn't have the heart to leave a suffering animal. Granted, it's a fish, but he's my buddy. He's my baby. But I didn't have the heart to just leave him there, knowing he's going to die. He's going to die in pain, nonetheless, without anybody trying to help him. So I'm like, okay, let's just take him home. So I get in line, and it was pretty busy at the time. So I get in line, and the groomers at Petco actually, like, hey, you can come here, we can ring you up. I'm like, okay, cool. So I put the betta on the counter, and they're like, okay, I'm just gonna ring him up. I'm like, no, you gotta look at him because he's not okay. And they grabbed the cup and they looked at him. They're like, we're gonna get you with our manager. So they put me in the manager's line because he was helping. So I gotta get back in line, wait for the manager at the register to to finish his thing. And I go up to his line, and He rings up my heater and filter, whatever else I got. I just remember I went there specifically for a heater, but knowing me, I ended up getting other stuff too. And he scanned the cup. He didn't look at the fish. He scanned the cup. It's like, okay, this is your total. I'm like, hold on. You need to look at this fish because he is not okay. Like, what are we going to do? He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you need to look at him. And he looked at him. He was like, we're just going to call this an adoption. And they didn't charge me for him. And he kind of just gave me that look. It's like, please tell me how he does. And if he makes it, I'm like, I will do that. So I went back months later because I didn't have a chance to really go to the pet store because COVID started. And all the quarantine nonsense and everything that kind of just went down, hit the fan. He was already fine by then, but I went back. I always missed this manager and on his shift every time. I just missed him. So I finally caught him. I'm like, hey, you remember that Betta from a while ago with the severe popeye? And he was like, yeah, what happened to him? I'm like, he's good now. His eyes have gone back to normal, which we thought they would fall off, which they did not. I told him he's doing good. He's blind, but he's healthy. He's doing his thing being blind and all that. And the manager's like, I'm glad you were able to take him, this, that, the other. And then I went along my way because I actually went there for something else. But, you know, that's Hades. He's doing good. He's pretty blind, so I figured a small tank with not too much going on in there would not stress him out as much as he was. He was just a hot mess. He was so scared of everything. Wasn't sure what was going on. Too many plants stressed him out because he would bump into them, and with the growth, he would just stress him out, scare himself. So he seems pretty content in this tank, as you can see. He's kind of just exploring at the moment, calling it a day. Oh, Hades, he's my buddy. But here he is. Yeah, this is difficult, but there he is. There's Hades now. He's like, Mom, give me worms. But yeah, that's my buddy. Look at you go. You weren't moving around at all yesterday. Of course, he's on the other side now. I can't see his eye. The other one. Let's see if I can. I got magnets. Let's see. It's hard to tell. There's like, it looked like a pimple on that side. Homeboy moves, so of course I'm not going to see it now. Let's see if I can get top view. Goodness. Poor thing. See the little, it's right there. Oh. There we go, he moved. Hey kid. That little pimple, like, right there. Is his eye gonna pop? Let's see if I can. It's my unsteady, yeah. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Looks like his other eye's gonna pop too. It looks like it's filled with pus. Oh, poor thing. I am a horrible cameraman. There's his other eye. Goodness. Here we go. God, iPhone cameras freaking suck. Hey, buddy. Oh my. So I just got home. Home Slice is really pale. But his eyes, god damn it. Focus. Looks like they're not as swollen. In a few hours I gotta do a water change. But I think he might actually have a chance. He's not breathing very heavily. Gypsy, quit! Unless he's dying, I couldn't tell you. But both his eyes are just pooled with blood at this point. Oh, poor buddy. Let's look from the top if I can get it to focus. Well, that is a really bad angle. Yeah, I can't get it to focus very well on that spot. So the left side is actually getting smaller. However, the right side has gotten worse. I'm not totally sure what I can do for him with that. It wasn't like this earlier, and I'm just seeing it. I turned on the light to get a better look, and it's... I want to say his eye might fall out. Opinions would be greatly appreciated. I kind of want to drain it, but I already know that's not going to happen. I won't be able to do that without stressing him out so much it could kill him, but yeah, this side seems to be improving a little bit. However, this side is oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure that eye is gonna fall out. Another update on Home Slice over here. He likes to use this log to kind of rest at this. He's just been chilling on this log. I did get him to eat another bloodworm today. He finally was hungry enough. Goodness, I cannot take a video to save my life. Load. This eye doesn't seem as big as it was yesterday, but I do still think it might fall out. Let's see. That eye is definitely, the right eye, I think, is definitely shrunk in size. I can't tell if he's going to lose that one either or not. But there is blood in both of his eyes, so I'm pretty sure these eyes are for sure dead. And they will drop at some point. But his eyes just aren't as swollen as they were. Let's see if I can get it. He sleepins. He likes to wedge himself with the log. I move it, but the sponge filter kind of pushes it. So yeah, that's an update on Home Slice. He's definitely got his color back. He's all black now. Gypsy, quit! He's definitely got his color back, and now he looks like the void over there that I had to move into a 10-gallon for this one so I could... Gypsy, quit! Make sure I'm only treating him and making sure he's doing okay. Void seems to like the 10-gallon, so I guess I'll just keep him in there and figure out what to do with feeder fish at that point. But Home Slice over here is doing a little bit better. He's definitely got a little bit more of an appetite. He's just chilling. That's where he likes to rest. He'll swim in and out of the log here and there, and he'll swim around the back of the tank sometimes. But no, he seems to be doing better. He's just chilling right now, so I just put another half dose of Furan 2 in here. So, you know, this is actually a lot clearer than it was the other day, but no, he seems to be doing better, and I think he'll make it for sure. He's not looking too stressed out at the moment since he's probably taking a nap, but yeah, that's an update on Home Slice, so yeah.
So I just got him to eat one. Let's see if I can get him to eat another. This is really hard to do, trying to balance the camera on my... Good boy! Hey, you ate too! Update. Oh, I guess he's gonna swim up now. He was laying on the bottom of the tank, chilling. He's breathing heavier than this. I thought he was dying, but I guess he's okay. You can definitely see that his eyes are a lot smaller. I think this was the eye that... Is this the eye? It's hard to tell which side. No, it's the other side. So the eye I thought was going to fall out may actually not fall out, but I'm still not sure. What are you doing? No, yeah, he's just exploring, or he's tired. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he's dying. But his eyes are definitely, they have definitely improved since yesterday. There we go. He's looking. Look at him. Look at his eyes. I don't know what's going to happen with all the blood that's pooled in there. I know this tank's dirty. I can only do so much with my changing requirements for this kid. But yeah, he's doing okay. I haven't tried to feed him yet. Been a little bit busy for the time being, but I will try later. See if I can get him to eat another 2 bloodworms. No, he's just chilling. He's chilling. Hi everyone. I hope that helps a lot more. You can actually see him now. So this is an update on the Betta with the severe popeye. After his mishap with jumping out of his cup while trying to reacclimate him to his tank, I decided to call him Hades. So his other eye, you can actually see iris and pupil a little bit. It's still a bit cloudy. This one, however, looks a bit sunk into his head. I don't know if that's just going to stay like that or what's going on with that eye. He's a lot more active now. Hold on. He's been kind of a pain to handle, but... Oh, sorry. If he could turn around for me, that'd be great. Because I wanted to show y'all... Oh, there we go. So, obviously the glowing is the reflection of the light in his eye. He moves it around like he can see, but I don't know that he can actually see. But yeah, you can actually see his, the iris and pupil now of that eye. His pupil is black. So I'm assuming he can actually see in that eye. Now, because I have been feeding him bloodworms since that's the only way I could figure to feed him, he's my little buddy. Is that it? What is that? What is that? Is that a snail? Curse this warped tank. Anyway, I think he can somewhat see in that eye only because he seems to be looking around and stuff, and when I go to feed him with the tongs, he'll swim towards the tongs, but that's if I touch the water. I haven't actually tried, you know, not touching the water to get his attention. Turns out he's now picky and won't eat anything else but bloodworms. I hope I can get him out of that because, you know, obvious reasons. I don't want him to be picky. I've had picky fish before, and it's a pain to try and keep up with them. He didn't have that red tint on his side. That's probably from when he jumped out of his tank. But yeah, he's doing really good. He's gotten more active. He's become pretty ballsy, and now I have to put a lid if I ever have to put him in his cup for water changes, because I don't like doing it when he's in there, because I don't want to accidentally suck him up in the siphon. Yeah, that's an update on Hades. And if anyone can tell me what the hell that is, that'd be great. I don't know if it's a parasite. I've never seen this in my tank before, and now I'm concerned. So, yeah, I'm out. Come into the light. There you go, buddy. Oh, you're dropping worms. Oops. Can you catch it? I don't know if you caught it. One more. One more, buddy. Come here. Right, oh, in front of you. In front of you. There we go. Good fat boy. You do mama proud when you eat. Good, my little son. He's so blind. There we go. Now he goes in the light. Oh, what a beautiful sun. Hades. Okay, good night, I guess. Bye. It's your boy, Hades. He emerges. Look at him go. He's so pretty. Thanks. We'll feed you for dinner. Well, don't worry, buddy. You'll get dinner tonight. It's not time yet, though. Oops. It's like, Mom, give me worm. He is such a looker these days. Well, he's always been a looker, but... Oops.